pain, but she still got game. Everyday life with a twist and a grin. Tears, true jokes, but here begin. She break it down real, never play pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons through the lens. Came from the store, she built from the stars. Turned all them L's and twist them R's. Ain't here to preach, just here to relate. She done felt in the traps, now she shifting the bait. Every slip was set up for her next prize. Not your poor truth with a joke on the side. No filth, no fluff, just soul in the mix. Every story got a gem, every laugh got a fix. She waiting wet from heartbreak times, from crying in the dark to finding the muscle. So if you watch it, man, open your ears, cause the realest lessons come wrapped in them tears. Take heed to the message, you gon' feel this vibe. Real talk, no cut, just the truth and lies. Been through the fire, now she see that flame. Laugh through the pain, but she still got them. Everyday life with a twist and a grin. Tears, true jokes, where they heal again. She break it down real, never play and pretend. Take heed to the lessons, lessons through the lens. She say how it is, no sugar, no mask. Might toast you with love, but it's all gon' last. It's life uncut with a side to grace. She a voice in your ear when the world in your face. So laugh if you won't, cry if you need. But one thing for sure, keep gon' take. Cause she been through the mess, now she blessed in the crowd. The truth in the chest, and the head still proud.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Whew, how y'all doing this morning? Listen, I was on Color People Time today. I'm sorry. I was on Color People Time today. I apologize for the lateness. We supposed to start it at 8 o'clock. Please forgive me. I had to get that cup of Joe. I'm so sorry, y'all. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Sun Kiss, I see you, baby, for the 199 super chat. Thank you, baby. I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's get into the foolery. Let's get into the foolery, okay? It felt like I'm coming down with a little cold or something. I don't know. I'm going to get something to take care of that, okay? Okay, Deshawn attempts to send his wife to glory. Deshawn Flood attempts to send his wife to glory. Allegedly, he found out that all 3 kids are not his. Now, before we get into the nitty gritty, if you don't know who I am, that's fine. Okay, I'm not famous yet. Let's just understand I'm not famous yet. Let's understand that first. So my show name is called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. We're going to talk about something. This is nasty. This is nasty. Good morning, Stephen. I see you, baby. Brian, I see you, honey. Wallace, what's up, baby? How you doing? Listen, there's some foolery going on in the YouTubian streets, like Dr. Umar say. Dwayne, how are you? Check this out. Mandatory DNA tests need to be done, regardless if they're married. You know what hurts so bad is that when you see a father breaking his back, his ankles, his arms, his hands to go out every day and take care of children he believes that's his. And then he later finds out when these kids get bigger that none of the children was his. This is a heartbreaking situation that nobody, I wouldn't wish this on my worstest enemy. Do you hear me? that your whole family is a lie. You understand? Your whole family is a lie. And this is what is going on in the YouTubian streets, because allegedly he found out that he went down to his wife's job. Okay. She had to know something was wrong because she ran into her coworker's car. Okay. Trying to get away. Because when you see your husband, you don't think to run. That's not you thinking to run. That you're thinking to run towards him. Am I right? You like, honey, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? But no, she thought to run in the opposite direction because maybe the night before he actually found out those 3 children wasn't his. So maybe he left the house. I'm saying alleged. Maybe he left the house and I don't know, maybe he attempted to cool off, but when you crash out, can't nobody stop you. I'm going to share something with you. It's hard for people to intervene. And I must also share something with you. When God is not in the midst, if you don't know God, if you don't have a connection with Yahweh, you can crash out. Do you hear what I'm saying? You can crash out and lose your mind. Do you understand? And so he went to her job and he set it off. He set it off at her job. Now, can y'all hear me or is the audio messed up? Let me know. Can you hear me? Is the audio messed up? Let me know. You sounds great. Okay. So this is the uncomfortable truth. So he set it off at her job. Because allegedly through the grapevine, the 3 children that they have together is not his. Guess who the children belong to? She been sleeping with a family member. His family member. This is alleged because the news haven't dropped it yet. This is just on the street right now. So the news haven't got to the nitty gritty. And I'm going to share something with you. They might not even expose it because they know DNA is a problem in the United States. DNA is a problem all over the world. But they know DNA is a problem here because there are many women who they hide the secret that probably you have a lot of women who their children are 20, 21. And they got this child connected to a man who is not their father. Because she did some horrid shit and she wanted to hide it. And she blamed the guy that was the good one. She might have been messing with the Pookie and Rere. She turns around and blamed the good one. Okay? The one that got the job, the one that's stable. He got his shit together. And he's the one who wants to marry. So now he marries her, raises this boy to be 20, 21 years old. This is just a scenario. There's a lot of us walking around here. We actually don't know who our true father is. DNA test needs to be mandatory. It needs to be. This man was married to this woman. She was sleeping with one of his relatives, and all the babies is not his. All 3. They've been married close to a decade. You understand? Close to a decade. And all 3 of the babies ain't his. Now, I know the sisterhood gonna come out to ride. I know y'all gonna come out to ride. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. This is nasty. Okay? Baby, this is nasty. How you think that makes sense? All three. You know what I'm saying? All three of them. Okay. Stephen, it is, baby. It is. But I know I'm going to get some women in here that's going to be talking stupid. All three of the babies ain't his. You know what I'm... It's the audacity, Stephen. You right, baby. Reggie B, how are you? It's the audacity, I'm telling you. All three of the babies ain't his. That's nasty. Mm, 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 mm. DNA need to be mandatory. Matthew, I'm telling you. Matthew, I see you. DNA need to be mandatory. It need to be. All the babies. That's disgusting. So now we're going to get into the first video. Okay, we're going to get into the first video. We're going to talk about it, honey. Then we're going to ride over to Anton Daniels. We're going to ride over to YouTube real quick. But for right now, we're going to go right over here to Instagram, honey. Okay? Now listen to this brother dissect this foolery. Same foolery we talking about. Listen to what he say. Oh my God.
Wait, he found out all three kids did not belong to him, so he went to his wife's job to send her to the Lord and Savior early. Now social media is defending him. I don't scroll, pay attention to the story I'm about to tell you about Deshawn flood. It was stated that Deshawn's wife pulled up with her friend at work where Deshawn was hiding, and then he proceeded to bang at the car. When she tried to run away, Deshawn ran her down and proceeded to giving her blessings with the thigh, if you get what I'm saying. Allegedly, he was upset after he found out all three kids did not belong to him. Her and him had been married for 9 years. This information coming from people in the local area of where this happened, because Deshawn isn't saying anything to the police, and his wife, who barely made it, hasn't said anything either. I ain't gonna lie, all three kids not belonging to him is crazy. Not one, not two, but all three? 9 years? This will have social media trying to filter him, saying that they do not agree with his actions whatsoever. They do not support it. But they can see how a man will go crazy after finding out that his whole 9 years of marriage has been a lie. When more information comes out, we'll have the full story. But until then, this is the information that's been provided. What do you guys think about this? Like, repost, etc.
And the sad part is, check this out, y'all. The sad part is, promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. How are you? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Good morning, sister, into the chat. Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much. Shout out to you, family. I saw y'all on Fatty's channel yesterday. Always dissecting, sir. I know that this is Mr. He Said. Always dissecting, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead. One thing about Mr. He Said, baby, he don't care who you are. If you wrong, you wrong, honey. If you wrong, you wrong. He don't give a damn who you are. If you wrong, you wrong. He gonna get in here and break it down and let you know. Shout out to you, sir. Y'all get in here, like and subscribe to Promote Conscious Parenting with the Harrises. You hear me? Get in here and promote conscious parenting with the Harrises. Oh, you said it was crazy last night on Reddit. Okay, I thought it was Fatty's channel. Okay. Shout out to Red Lipstick Vibe for always having amazing content. Y'all also get in here and like and subscribe to Mr. He Said. Okay, and Mrs. She Said. Shame later, baby. Get in here and like and subscribe to all four of those amazing channels. You hear me? Get in here and like and subscribe, baby. You got promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. You got Mr. He Said. Okay, Cerebro Saturday, baby. You got Mrs. She Said. Shame later, baby. Get in here. And then you got Listen, Red Lipstick Vibe, baby. Red Lipstick Vibe, a dog walk you, baby. Get in here, like and subscribe to all these amazing content creators' channels. And while you in there, chat, tell them, take heed, my baby. So now check this out. You heard what happened, right? Y'all heard what the brother said. So the husband is not talking. They done locked the husband up. You know they had to. He went down there with vengeance, honey. You hear me? So they locked the husband up. The wife lived. She lived. The sister, she lived, y'all. Oh my God. Promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. One more time for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Take heed, sit me, baby. So he went down there with vengeance, baby. Let me share something with you. I don't agree with what the husband did. Let's be clear. Take heed to the message, does not agree with violence, okay? But I'll be damned. That's painful to find out that all three of the kids was not yours. That's some nasty work. Baby, that's some nasty work. All three? Damn, so you was busting it open for a real one in his family. So at least the DNA would be close, huh? In his family, right? Damn. I could imagine him trying to go after the family member too. That's probably why the family member probably ran. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. You ain't lying. Mama's baby, papa's maybe. Damn, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. You ain't lying. That's nasty. Listen. Oof, oh my God. Listen. This content was something else. I was like, he went down to the job. He went like military, hiding in the bush and jump out. He did a military stand. He jumped out the bush and released hell on that car. And he was trying to get the wife. And the wife proceeded to run. He ran after the wife. And then he pistol whipped her. That's what they said. He pistol whipped her. Lord, y'all got to learn how to close y'all legs. Y'all got to learn how to close y'all legs. DNA should be mandatory. I ain't lying to y'all. DNA should be mandatory. Okay? I've said this before. We have talked about this before. But this right here, do I blame the man? Oh my God. Do I blame the brother? Do I blame him? Damn, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's hard to take in. It's hard to take in. Here's another brother from social media, and he talking about the same thing. That's hard to take in. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Here we go.
Imagine being married to your wife and you have 3 kids with her, and then you find out that one of the kids is not yours. That means that your wife cheated on you. Crazy. How about if you found out that 2 of the kids that you thought were yours are not? Your blood is probably boiling at this point. Well, guess what? In Deshawn Flood's case, this man found out that all 3 of the kids were not his. And to make things even worse, not only was this woman cheating on this man, she was cheating on him with his relatives. So the kids belonged to his relatives. After getting this information, Deshawn decides to go down to his wife's job and confront her about it. She sees him coming and runs inside of one of... That didn't stop Deshawn from shooting her multiple times. And when she tried to run while shot, Deshawn chased her down and pistol whipped her. After hearing the gunshot, some of the co-workers called the cops. The cops came, arrested Deshawn, and the wife made it to the hospital where she survived. There are some people on the internet that are saying it's a valid crash out because not only was she cheating on him, she was cheating on this man with his relatives. And others are saying that they believe that he took it too far. Imagine being married to your wife and you have 3 kids with her, and then you find out that one of the kids is not yours.
Now, check this out. Oh my God, this nasty. Wait a minute. You didn't just mess up like one time, right? I mean, you shouldn't mess up no times. There's no excuse. But not one time, all 3 of the babies. All of them ain't his at all. All 3 of the babies. Now, when the younger generation say this is a valid crash out, I ain't lying. They right. This is painful. Like you going to work, you doing 12, 16-hour days to make sure your kids got food on the table, clothes on their back, shoes on their feet. Your medical coverage is covering them. You're taking care of the home. You know what I'm saying? You're maintaining the family. And then come to find out you are raising your nieces or nephews, or you are raising your cousins. They not even your babies. They're related to you, but through one of your brothers, your brother, or your cousin. And it could even be your father, because y'all nasty now. Y'all sleep with the daddies too. Okay, y'all gangster. Y'all be screwing the daddies. Okay, keep that bloodline tight. Y'all be screwing the daddies. Mona D, how are you, baby? It's good to see you. Get in here and like and subscribe to Mona D, where the content is fire, baby. Y'all get in here. And while you in her chat, tell her, take heed, sent me, baby. So this is nasty. Okay? I'm sorry. Listen, the YouTubian street is right. This is a valid crash out. Can you imagine, like, you've been lying to this man all these years, knowing that these kids belong to somebody else in your family. You got your husband raising either his nieces or nephews, or you got him raising his cousins. And even this is diabolical even more. You might be having him raise his siblings. Oh my God. They ain't talking. Nobody talking. The husband ain't talk. The wife ain't talk. The wife ain't talk because she know it's shameful. The wife ain't talking because she know it's shameful. She ain't gonna talk because she know what she did was shameful. That's why she not gonna say one word, because she knows she was wrong. Y'all, let's head over to YouTube. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Let's go right over to YouTube, because he discussed this too. Now, y'all know Anton Daniels is he raw with it, baby. Cause you know he don't rock with them baby mamas. He don't rock with those baby mamas. So his is a little raw. So if you're a baby mama and it hurts to hear this, baby, scroll up, honey. If it hurts to hear the truth, scroll up. It's sad. This one is nasty. Let's get to it. Here we go.
Breaking news out of Sterling Heights, where police say a husband shot his wife in her work parking lot. That shooting happened at the Pomeroy Living Center on 15 Mile near DeQuinder. Gina Vici has an update on the victim's condition and the investigation.
Yeah, this is still a very active scene behind me. Take a look at this. Look at the bullet casing markings on the ground here. Sterling Heights police saying around 8 o'clock this morning they received a 911 call that a woman had been shot in the parking lot here at the Pomeroy Living Center off of 15 Mile near DeQuinder. We're told an employee was shot by her husband in the parking lot. We're told they both lived in the city of Warren, and that the husband came up to his wife's employer and shot her several times. Police thankfully were able to respond to the scene within seconds. The wife was rushed to a nearby hospital where she is still alive. Police encountered the husband, who was armed with a revolver, and were able to take him into custody. Here is Captain Mario Bastianelli talking about the moment officers encountered the gunman.
Like I said, our officers were here, very quickly. So, which makes all the difference in the world of somebody with a gun and they're actively shooting at people. So this happened to be a targeted incident because it was a domestic situation. But you never know how these things are going to transpire, right? How they're going to work out. Officers show up, you have a guy with a gun, Does he go peacefully, or does this end up, turning into a shootout with our officers? It's very stressful situation on everybody, including our officers arriving. All in all, a good ending to a bad situation.
Again, we're told the female victim is expected to survive despite being shot several times in the body. And again, her husband has been taken into custody. No word yet on when he could be charged. In Sterling Heights, Gino Vicis.
So this is what's really happening in the streets. This is what they're saying is happening in the streets, all right? They're saying that this woman basically had children. They were married for at least 9 to 10 years, somewhere around a decade.
Almost a decade.
And that she basically had 3 children he thought was his, and that he found out that they weren't his.
None
and
of
so
the
as a result, he couldn't take the pressure. He crashed out, and then he wound up going up to her job, and then this was what happened. He wound up shooting her. Obviously, it seems like he tried to take her out. He wasn't able to successfully take her out, which I'm not saying that he should have successfully taken her out, because I'm always going to stand on the whole idea that nobody should have to lose their life over a domestic violence situation. However, I understand. I can't say that I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying that it should have happened. But I truly understand.
And I'm going to share something with y'all. You know, one thing that I always hated. Remember when Maury used to do, shout out to Maury, when Maury did, the DNA test, and the baby would not be the brother's. And the brother had raised the baby already. Like the baby, 3-4 years old, right? And he has already been taking care of the baby. Okay, he find out the baby is not his. And then you see this heifer do a grand flip and all this stuff, running off the stage crying. And then Maury gets in there and start talking to the brother. Oh, you know what? You've been raising the baby all the while. The baby know you as daddy, this and that. And every time they do this to these men, every time, oh, the baby love you, the baby this and that. And then you hear the man say these famous words, and I hate to hear these words. He say, well, the baby gonna always have a father in me. Why? Why is the baby always gonna have a father in you? Why are you going to be the father of this baby? After this bitch that ran off the stage, that's crying and flipping all on the couch, falling out, the wig done snatched off in the back and everything, that now you gonna go back there and console her after she did the nonsense to you. There was one young man, and this broke my heart. He got pregnant. He was messing with this girl, and they were teenagers. Okay, he had a full ride scholarship. Okay, for football, full ride scholarship. And he said no, he didn't want to go because he wanted to raise the baby that he had with this girl. He didn't want to leave her. So he started working 2 jobs. A high school diploma, you're not really going to get a good job. Unless you go into maybe you try, it's going to be difficult. You might just get blessed with something, okay? Especially if you took up a trade, that'd probably even be better, okay? But anyway, he was working 2 jobs, okay? They were living together, okay? And they went to Maury because people were talking in the neighborhood that she was doing something, and she came out screaming, talking about, I ain't never done nothing to you. I never cheated on you, this and that. And they got 2 babies. They had 1. Now they got 2. Okay. So he asked Maury to do DNA tests on both of the kids. Y'all, this boy was not I can't say boy. He was a young man, I want to say. Maybe 20 years old. Both of the babies wasn't his. And she ran off the stage screaming, I love you, I love you. Both of the children was not his, y'all. Full ride scholarship down the drain. Because he was thinking the baby was his. He wanted to sacrifice his future because he was believing that first baby was his. Okay, she knew that first baby wasn't his. She knew. Then she go back a second time, do some nonsense. The second baby wasn't his. And this will hurt so much. Like, why do we think this makes sense? Ricky said they liars. Why do we think this makes sense? Shout out to Ricky Williams. Shout out to Ricky Williams. Y'all get in there and like and subscribe to that brother amazing channel, honey. Get in there and like and subscribe to his channel, baby. Ricky is a whole problem. You hear me? He'll give you that edumacation. Ricky is a whole problem. Y'all get in there, like and subscribe to that brother channel. And while you in there, tell him, take heed, sip, me, baby. So now the young man lost his scholarship. He's sitting up there crying. And then here come Maury with the famous words. You know you've been raising the children all the while. I hate when they tell those men that. You know you've been raising the child all the while. The child know you. The children know you as daddy. They only know you. So what? Look what the shit she done. She caused this. The mama caused this. And y'all always get in here and be like, it's not the children's fault. The children need to blame the mama. You missing your daddy because your mama was being a hoe. You miss your daddy because your mama was being a hoe. It is not his fault to say, I'm going to get up and walk away. It's not his fault. You mama, it's your fault. And they always try to excuse that part. Even when they do the DNA court, you know, the court DNA, right? They immediately tell these brothers, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm drinking coffee. They immediately tell these brothers, you've been raising a baby. You've been raising a baby. Hey, 18, you've been raising a baby all the while. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? That's what they tell them, the famous words. You've been raising a baby. The baby only know you. Of course the baby only know me. That's what these brothers supposed to turn around and say. Of course the baby only know me. Because I thought I was the daddy. Why would I have some other man around my kid? Of course the baby only know me. You made me to believe this baby was mine. But you was out here passing that for JJ like the collection plate. You was out here, everybody get a turn. Everybody get a turn. So now they always get in here and tell these brothers that a couple months ago, do y'all remember there was like a video on social media, right? Where a husband found out that his 6-year-old child was not his. Okay? He took a random DNA test. Somebody was talking. Men don't get DNA unless they hear people talking. They don't. Or either they look at the child, they don't see nothing in the child that look like them. Then they'll say, okay, let me try. Let me get a DNA test. Because they are encouraging men to do DNA now. And I love that. I love that. That's amazing. Encourage these men to do DNA. I'm telling you. But the only thing is that y'all got to start doing it sooner. Don't wait till the baby get like 1-2 years old. Get that baby right away. When she ain't home with the baby, go get you a Walgreens DNA test and swab the baby mouth. Swab the baby mouth. You hear me? Yes, promoting conscious parenting. You heard what I said. It's my turn. Yes. Yes, everybody get a turn. Everybody get a turn in here. Okay? So now, this is the uncomfortable truth. Swab that baby mouth. Walgreens is your friend. CVS is your friend. Swab that baby mouth. Walmart is your friend. Swab that baby mouth. Swab your mouth. Send that thing off. So you can have a peace of mind. Do you hear me? So you can have a peace of mind. Stop believing, oh, I love him so much. I would never do that. No. DNA. Dana needs to judge the case. Get Dana ass in here. Where's Dana? Dana needs to judge the case, baby. So now he finds out the 6-year-old is not his. He went to his niece's birthday party. His stupid sister, yes, I call her stupid. His stupid sister invited this woman and the baby to the party. And the husband said, "Why did you invite her? Y'all know what I've been through with her. Why did you invite her and the baby?" You hear the mother screaming, she miss you. She haven't seen you. He said, "That's not my baby. That's not my baby." And then the sister jump in. "Oh, the baby got nothing to do with it. This and that." No. Let me share something with you. I feel bad for the children. I want you to understand this. I feel bad for the children. But I also need y'all to understand the mama need correction. That's wrong. That's wrong how she just did that nonsense on him like that. That is evil. And we supposed to sit up there and put up with that? You know what I'm saying? He been raising that baby for 5-6 years. And he finds out that the girl is not his. And then she don't have no type of shame, because why would you come to his sister's house with the baby? You could have declined. You could have declined. This is how you know they don't have no shame. And this is why DNA need to be mandatory. Then y'all really find out how these sisters get down. Y'all really find out. Y'all remember on Maury, there was a big girl, big light-skinned girl that was up there. She had like 20 guys up there for DNA. Why? Why she had like 20 guys up there for DNA, y'all? Because she went to a party, got drunk, and was freely with the pussy. She was laying up in some room at the party, letting all these men screw her. And guess what? Sister girl was married. I ain't lying. Urel, thank you for the $2 super chat. Urel said, "Dana, oh lordy, you asking trouble." I know I'm asking trouble. I know I'm asking trouble, Urel, but it's the truth, baby. Dana needs to judge the case. All three are not his. You got it, baby. All three wasn't his, honey. Now, Ricky said Dana is no bias and impartial. Impartial. I know I'm saying that wrong. I'm telling you. It's terrible. That's Cuckoo saying hello to everybody. Listen. She was up there. Okay, full spread, Ricky. Full spread at a party. You drunk like that, bitch? You drunk like that? Full spread at a party. From east to west. 20 men. Then, after they did the DNA for all 20, guess what, y'all? After they did the DNA test for all 20, guess what, y'all? Damn, Pearl, you got it right. And they still couldn't find you right. After the 20 guys, y'all. Maury looked at him. Maury said, so none of these men was the father. And then she come out, turned to her husband, and said she believed it was more than 100 men. Did you hear what I said? Did y'all hear what I said? Okay? A big butt and a smile will fool you, baby. They got some hoish in that ass. There's some hoish nonsense going on in that ass. When they big butt and a girl, big butt and a smile girl will fool you, honey. Okay? Got some whorish traits in that ass. Okay? She got 20 men to come to Maury. None of them. Okay? None of them was the daddy. 20. Then she turns around and tell her husband that it was more than 100 men she slept with. It was more than 100 men she slept with. Now, baby Wilson, I see that you knew, baby. That's what I always say, cause I'm a big butt girl with a smile. I always say that. Don't take offense to it, honey. I always say that. Don't take offense. You come here long enough, you'll hear me always say it. Don't take offense. So she done sat up there and told her husband it was more than 100 men she slept with. Okay? I ain't lying. I ain't lying. More than 100 men. So the husband looked, okay? The husband looked at her, tears coming down his face. And why did Maury say, you know what, this is your wife? You gotta forgive her. That's what he said. Maury said, this is your wife. You gotta forgive her. Corey Joe, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. The like button is a must. You have to tap it. I'm tired of Corey Joe. Corey Joe, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat, baby. Y'all get in here and like and subscribe to 1000 Watts Radio, where the content is always fire. Baby, he got some jams for you, honey. Get in there and like and subscribe to that brother channel. And while you in there, tell him, take heat, sent me, baby. I ain't lying to y'all. Maury said, you've been with her for many years. This is your wife. The brother was crying. He was crying. Can you imagine? I understand. He was crying. Maury said, you know, you've been raising a baby. The baby looked like she was about maybe 5 or 6. You've been raising a baby. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to love the baby. Take care of the baby. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, check this out. He was a stepfather. She had other children before that one that last one was supposed to be his. So these other children were big. You know, some of them were teenagers. Excuse me. Some of them was teenagers. Some of them was adults. She had kids already. So she was a Pookie-Keisha and a Ray-Keisha. Okay? Spreading that pussy everywhere. Okay? She was one of those. Now, not all Pookie-Keishas and Ray-Keishas spread it, bust it open all the time. Okay? Like I told y'all, Take Heed was a Pookie-Keisha and a Ray-Keisha back in the day when I was young. And the men that I encountered, not all of them, but the men that I had encountered was Pookies and Rays. So I can honestly say that. But it takes a mindset change to want to change. And I thank God in my 20s I was able to turn around. I didn't make it to the age that I am now, talking about, I don't need no man. Men ain't shit. So I thank God for clarity. So now, Maury's talking to him. Please, you know what I'm saying? Understand the baby, you know, you've been raising the baby call you daddy, this and that. So here come the famous words. The brother said, the baby gonna always have a daddy. That breaks my heart, y'all. That breaks my heart, y'all. The baby gonna always have a daddy. Did y'all hear me? She sat up there and slept with 100 men at a party. You that drunk that you sat up there, not sat up there, but you full spread from east to west, screwing all these men, and you married. Let me share something with y'all. I want you to understand something. When you are married, okay, you are never in short supply of every situation when you touch your husband that it go left. A married man, okay, you are never in short supply. You just touch your husband just a little bit, just rub his back just a little bit, it go left. You touch his hand just a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, it go left. You are never in short supply because remember, you are the only source he wants to be in. You understand? You're the only woman he wants to swim in your waters. Okay? Because he's trying to live an upright life. So when a lot of y'all women deny your husband, you are sending this brother to the dark side. Okay? Because when you don't open your legs, another woman will. I just wanted y'all to understand that part. Now, it might take him some time to understand after you done put him on ice for 6 months. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard, to do that to your husband. Because then what happens? The devil comes into the playground and start talking to him. You know that woman down there at your job, she always touching your arm every time she see you. She be bringing you food and this and that. I'm going to share something with you. You know she want to give you that pussy. The devil start talking to him. If you don't start doing your job, the devil start talking to this man. My sisters, if you don't get in here and ride that horse like you supposed to, the devil start talking to this man. Okay? Let's understand that, because when men get in here and they say for better or for worse, when they promise to only sleep with you, that thing be real. It be real for a lot of men. And when y'all put them on ice for 6 months, I don't even know how y'all do that though. I don't even know how y'all do that. I remember somebody really close to me and my husband had told us his wife put him on ice for 1 year. I said, and y'all slept in the same bed together? He said, yeah. I said, what? And then he started laughing and he says to me, everybody ain't like you. That's what he said to me. Everybody ain't like you. And mind you, he ain't know me. He ain't know if I was like talk fresh or none of that, because I never talk fresh in front of people. Y'all see how I talk because it's social media. You know what I'm saying? He said, no, because your husband always smiling. That's why I know, you handling your business. And my husband looked at him and he just looked at him like this. And I was surprised. 1 year. 1 year that you could not open up the gates for 1 year. That's nasty. That's nasty. I'm sorry. That's disgusting. How are we doing that? Okay? How are we doing that? That's nasty. Corey Joe, salute to the mods in the chat. Okay, you said you ninja watching. No problem, baby. Thank you for another $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, because you gave me 2. I had to look. Thank you so much. That's nasty. When you do these things to your husband, you leave him in the devil's playground. So anyway, the moral of the story, DNA needs to be done right at birth. DNA needs to be done at birth. Do you hear me? Let me say it one more time. DNA needs to be done at birth. I'm sorry. Because these men are raising these babies and they believe in these babies are theirs. And then they hear something through the grapevine and find out that the baby is not theirs. That's nasty work. Let's get back to Anton Daniels. Here we go.
And then the question that I have to ask you guys is, when will women be accountable for the decisions that they make? Now, he is going to be held accountable.
Charlie,
all right? This guy is going to be held accountable for his decision to decide to crash out. That's just the way that it is. He's going to be held accountable, and he's probably going to go to jail. He's going to jail. And there's nothing that we can do to save him from it. And so that's just the way that it's going to be. But the question that I then have to ask is, at what point will women then say, you're wrong, you shouldn't be having children that aren't yours or that isn't his from your husband? You shouldn't be having children, let alone in a situation where you're cheating on your husband.
Oh my God.
He finds out, because listen, this is not even a secret that you can hold down for the rest of your life.
74, I see you.
You can try, but the level of technology that we have, and as the kids grow up and they don't look nothing like you, and I don't know if the children were, from all different guys or if it was all just the same guy that she wound up having children with or what. But when you start playing with that type of disrespect, what did you expect was going to happen? What did you expect? Because you can control what you do, or you can control, how it is that you treat people, but you can't control what the outcome is. But Here's the caveat to this whole
Nasty.
situation.
Uncle
The
Freddie, how
caveat
you
to this
doing?
situation is you would be surprised how many guys think that their father is theirs and it ain't their father.
I'm telling you.
You would be surprised at the amount of people that
When they don't believe that black girls can grow their...
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. I'm sorry. I had to turn. Speak about to fly off the table. Hold on, y'all. He ain't lying. He ain't lying one bit. There's a lot of us who actually don't know who our father is. Our mama pointed to some man she was messing with, was like, this your daddy. Mind you, the thing that always killed me is that even the children start asking questions. How come so-and-so look like daddy, but I don't look like daddy? The kids start asking questions. Sometimes the kids go to the daddy and be like, daddy, you know, all my other siblings look like you, but I don't look like you. You know what I'm saying? And the father trying to find the words. You know what I'm saying? The father trying to find the words. We going through the commercial. I don't like to cut the commercial for the content creators. That's how they make money. So that's why we stopped the video. Well, not stopped the video. We letting it play, but without the sound. Ricky said, thank you, Ricky, for being a Take Heed member for 7 months. Baby, I appreciate you for doing a 7-month membership. A lot of men are stepdads and don't even know it. He right about that part. It's a lot of y'all that be lying and conniving and working with the devil. JJ, how are you? And working with the devil. A lot of y'all. It's sad. It's straight up sad.
you would be surprised at the amount of people that can't truly trace their lineage
I'm telling you.
because that's not their real father. You would be surprised how many of y'all are not your father's child and the lie died with your parents or died with your mother or died with your grandmother. There are so many diabolical grandmothers and mothers out here. There are so many women that are hoping and praying that that guy never takes a DNA test.
The hearts, honey.
Do you know that people are advocating against DNA at birth?
That's nasty.
Because they don't want to be held accountable.
That's nasty.
Now think about it. This guy is taking care of these 3 kids.
3 babies.
He believes in his heart that they are his. I see women a lot of times that jump on the internet and say, why would a man leave if he found out that the kids is not his? You've already bonded with them. You already love them. And that makes it, in my opinion, more diabolical because it's like...
And I remember that. Some stupid woman came to social media and was saying that. How do you just leave the baby after you've been with the baby 5, 10, 15 years? Because the baby not his, sis. That's how he can leave after 5, 10, 15 years. The baby's not his. There was a couple months back, we had did a video on the brother. 18 years old, right? Okay. He went and asked his father, could they do a DNA test? The father said, why? He said, I never felt the connection to you growing up, Pop. I never did. I just want to know because I heard something and I just want to know if you my father. And he said, what good is that? What's good? What good is it? Because I done already raised you to be the man you are today. And the young man told him, he said, I'm thankful because you kept me on the right path. I'm so thankful. But I just want to actually know where I come from because I don't look like my siblings, right? So now they get the DNA test. The oldest child is not his. So now he go and give it to his mama. And the mama said, how dare you go and get a DNA test? How dare you? Okay? Who told you to do this? He said, what? He said, so mama, you don't have nothing to say? She was like, it's my business. How dare you go and do that? He said, it's my business too. So all these years, this man has been raising me as his own, and you knew it was another man, mama? She was like, listen, it's my business. And that's how black women do. That's how y'all do. That's how y'all do. Y'all want these kids to challenge you when you fuck up. Okay? It's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. Let's get back to it. Here we go. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Here we go, baby.
How can you justify bonding with a child that's not yours? And this is another reason why I say that it's difficult for a man to play another man's safe game and be a step baby daddy, because how can you justify being able to bond with and take care of another man's child? Now, I get it. A lot of y'all are stepchildren. And so some of y'all had y'all stepfather, your stepmother in your life. And so you going to have a biased perspective or opinion. But I guarantee you that the overwhelming majority of you would not advocate that your children, your son, do the same thing and take care of another man's child. So if we would justify and say, hey, there's no reason why you would ever want to go and take care of another man's child, play another man's safe game, be a step crash dummy. At some point, that child, because they know that you're not the real father, even though you may be pouring into them, at some point, that child is probably going to say, you not my daddy, and it's going to pierce you.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. You know what I always dislike? Because my stepfather, may his soul rest in peace, he was a good father. He was in the streets, but he took care of us. You understand? He did a lot of stuff in the streets, but he was a good father. He really tried, and he wanted to love my mama. You understand? I think he was the only man who actually loved my mama. But when my daddy used to come to the house and my stepfather was at work, okay? My stepfather was at work. Now, mind you, my stepfather and my stepmother, they had, some worldly issues, you know what I'm talking about? But our house was not turned into a crack house yet until my mama threw my stepfather out. That's when all the chaos actually started, and we actually found out my mama was smoking crack. But before then, we didn't know, because my stepfather and her kept it tight, you know what I'm saying? But when she got rid of him, like, all hell broke loose in our house, okay? So when my father would come around to pick me up, right? My mama was married, but she would screw my father. She would screw him. She would bust it open for a real one while she was married. And that used to break my heart. And I was young. And I knew what they were doing, because she would always say, go outside. I just want to talk to your daddy in private. What was the thing that you need to talk to him in private? I had my book bag going. I was ready to leave to go with him and spend time with him. And she would, sleep with my father. And she was married. And my stepfather was crazy. Like, something was wrong with my stepdad. He was tough as shit. You understand? So I didn't even know how she even had the mind to want to cheat on my stepfather. Because he was wild. Like, real heavy in the street. He was wild. And I was like, ain't no way. Like, he had a peace be still. That was just his end game. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, why would she even do these? And I used to get so mad with her. When I come back and I would tell her, I say, Mama, you know what? I love you, but you do a lot of stuff that's not right. And I would walk away from her. She'd like, what you talking about? She would call me by my nickname. What you talking about? What you talking about? I said, Mama, you do stuff that's not right. And I just walk away. And I knew what she was doing. And I knew how good my stepfather loved us and how he always took care of us. And he never made me feel like I wasn't his child. He was the kindest man. May his soul rest in peace. Can you imagine? And this is what y'all do to these stepfathers. Y'all be rocking these men to the core. And after they done raise these kids, the child turn around and be like, I ain't got to listen to you. You ain't my daddy. Mind you, is his resources that the child been draining. It's his resources that the child has been draining. It's his time, his fatherly care that he's been giving to a child that's not his. And that's not fair. Do I believe that stepfathers are amazing? I do. I was saved by a man who didn't have any children. And he came to baby mama lane up the street around the corner and picked me up and said, you don't belong here. And he said, you don't belong here. And he married me. He saved me. I have no, listen to me. I don't have no shame when I tell y'all this man saved me. I admire how my husband took time to want to teach me how to be his wife. I appreciate him for that. And then his bloodline began to come. And then we're 4 children later. You understand? So I thank God for his grace and mercy that he showed me. But there are a lot of women that don't understand how a man can come and help her raise 1 or 2 or 3 children, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then you treat this man like shit. This man came to save you. A lot of y'all are married to men who came in with clean hands. He ain't had no children. And he wanted to help you because he saw that you needed help. And then after those kids get grown, you never gave him his own child. Those children get grown, and then those kids don't even want to talk to him. Now, after he done went to all the football games, basketball games, cheerleading, and all this other stuff, now the children don't even want to talk to him. They grown now. And that's the shit that bothers me. And I blame it on our ancestors because they talked to they talked to grandpa, they talked to big papa, they talked to all of them. They talked to big daddy, they talked to all of them back in the day. Oh, it's all right for you to be with a woman who got children. That's the noble thing to do. So they passed this on to our brothers, and it got passed on from generation to generation. And this generation right here is like, hell to the no, we won't be doing that. Hell to the no. They like, I'd rather raise my own bloodline so that nobody can turn around and tell me you ain't my daddy. I ain't got to listen to you anyway. I do not blame them for doing that. And I know some of y'all going to be like, well, take heed. You was a baby mama and somebody came to save you. There's a difference between me and another woman like that. I still was a baby mama, but I wanted to change. A lot of y'all get up there and tell your husband who came and bought the cow. A lot of y'all get up there and tell your husband, well, my baby daddy here, he was here first before you. I don't give a damn who was here first before you. That's take heed. I don't give a damn. My husband comes first. If my husband don't want you in the house, you're going to have to be outside waiting to your car until the child come outside. There's no disrespect, but you can't wait in the house. The baby can walk out to the car. I'll wave to you and say goodbye. Kiss the baby, tell the baby enjoy yourself. But you wouldn't be coming to no parties and all that other stuff. You wouldn't be doing that in my house. You wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be frying no chicken. We won't be talking about good times. We not going to be on the phone 2 and 3 hours while I'm telling my husband, oh, he was here first. And let me share something with y'all. For the women that say that nonsense to your husband, may you find a cliff and jump over it. I ain't lying. May you find a cliff and just jump right over. Because I'm going to share something with you. Jump right in it. I should say jump right in it. Because I'm going to share something with you. If this man loved you so much, like you saying you going to war for him, you like, yeah, he was here first. Why didn't he buy the cow? Why didn't he buy the cow? Another man came and bought the cow. He just drunk the milk. Another man came and bought the cow. So who's supposed to get privilege first? It's the man who brought the cow. I said what I said. I said what I said. Do take heed. Get it. Would I ever, if our son, the youngest one, if he ever said, Ma, da 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 da, I'm with somebody who has a child, I would immediately tell him, baby, that's not the walk you want to take. That is not the walk you want to take. I would immediately tell him. Do you know how hard it is to raise other people's children? Even when the sisters do it, y'all get in here, y'all be stepmamas. It is hard to raise somebody else's kid, especially if the other parent outside warps the child mind towards you. I commend my king for doing all he could when we first met. I listen. I thank God for his patience and understanding. It is hard for you to be a step parent. People never talk about that part. They never talk about that part, how hard it is to be a step parent. Especially if the other one outside, the parent outside the home is telling the child, you don't have to respect them. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. It's sad. Oh my God. Now, let's get back to Anton Deans. This is heartbreaking. And a lot of y'all don't care because it's not you. It's your children treating this man like, like shit. It's your children treating this man like shit. But if it was if it was his kids treating you nasty, you'll be up there talking, nah, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. A lot of y'all women will run from men. If they have more than 2 or 3 kids, y'all will run. Let's get back to it. Here we go.
Your heart. It's gonna break your heart. And you gonna harken back to this live stream or the previous conversations that I had when I told you, don't be a step crash dummy. And all of this years and all of this dedication and time, and you can try to justify it if you want. You could sit here and play the game and be like, oh no, it makes sense. It's awesome. I really do love him, and it's almost like it's my child. Oh, that's another man's seed, another man's child. You'll never, ever be able to come back from it. And I'm not saying that the person is not a good person. I'm just saying that it's not ideal for you. And so you shouldn't find yourself in a situation where you're trying to justify taking care of another man's child. You see how hard this is? It wasn't just the lying. It's the fact that he probably looked in them kids' eyes and he was looking for himself in it. And he probably been, thinking about it for a while. And he probably just got the courage up at some point, because some of y'all just don't want to know. It's almost like a disease. You don't want to know. He got the courage up to go and find out, or he got something else came up and it was clear and he put all 2 and 2 together and he just probably crashed out. He probably had a PTSD moment. He probably went into shock and he went and grabbed his revolver. And again, I'm not saying that it's justified. I would never want to take life, but at some point I just got to say that I understand it. I don't promote it. I'm not saying that you should do it. But this is why I also say that we need to be proactive in making sure that we're not putting ourselves in a situation in the first place. Because I don't want you to crash out. I don't want you to get with a woman that don't care nothing about.
And he right, though. He right. Because you can tell this woman gave 2 shits about her husband in the first place. Because remember, we still talking about the man who crashed out after finding out all 3 of the children was not his. He right. He was a stepfather. He didn't even know he was a stepfather. Just like Ricky said earlier, a lot of men walking around here and they don't even know that they're a stepfather. It's sad. Now, promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises, they put up it's a petition. And I believe it should be for the DNA mandatory. Am I right? Promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. I hope that's what it is. I have put it up in the chat, okay? I pinned it up in the chat. Y'all hit it, okay? Y'all hit that link right there, because that right there is having you sign a petition saying that you believe to have for you to believe that DNA should be mandatory at birth. I signed it as well. Okay, when she first put it out, shout out to Mrs. Harris. I signed it as well back. I think it was about a couple months ago. So y'all get in here and sign a petition as well. Can you imagine? Now shout out to Anton Daniels because he cooking. We gonna go right back to Anton. Here we
Think
go.
about it. You love this woman. You married her.
Right.
You probably gave her your last name. And they said it. They said it's a domestic dispute situation. And so the best possible outcome, the police is only there in order to stop the situation.
Oh,
the police is not there in order to prevent people. Like, they can't proactively precog and anticipate that you was, because if they was able to anticipate the crime should have been the fact that you got pregnant by other men, and you did it 3 times. That means you had no regard for him whatsoever. And you only looked at him as a sucker. And you'll be surprised. Your grandmother did it. Your great-grandmother did it. Your mama probably did it. And there's some women out here that's doing it every single day. They busting it down for a real one, and they letting somebody else take the pain from it. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T. Gently, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. We love you, appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
Shout out to Anton.
With a home warranty from American Home Shield.
Sorry, y'all. Shout out to Anton Deans because he is so right. Oh, my God. Mind you, let me share something with you. My brothers, this is not a teaching moment because I don't teach men. This is not a teaching moment, okay? Before we continue with this conversation, a lot of y'all nasty in the chat. A lot of y'all nasty. A lot of y'all very rude. Look at that. Look at the like button, y'all. Y'all nasty, okay? Look at that. Look at the like button. Y'all nasty. Okay? Ain't nobody hit the like button. Ain't nobody say good morning or nothing. Y'all nasty. Look at the like button. Y'all ain't got no shame. Y'all ain't got no shame. Look at the like button. Oh my God. Now you supposed to hit the 3 dots at the top or you tap the screen. Y'all nasty this morning. I don't want to talk to y'all no more. I don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all nasty. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all nasty. I don't listen. Don't put no heart emojis in here. Don't be putting no heart emojis in there like we friends. We ain't friends. We ain't friends. Don't put the heart emojis in there. We ain't friends. Y'all nasty today. I don't know. Y'all nasty today. Don't be laughing. It ain't funny. Y'all nasty today. David said, tap the screen, double tap the screen. Y'all nasty. I don't know. I don't want to talk to y'all now. JJ, you going to say, I'm sorry. JJ, I'm not talking to you today now. I ain't talking. And I greeted you, JJ. Listen, I don't have time. This cup of Joe tastes good, too. Okay? Listen. Let's get to the super chats because we got to thank the people who donated to the channel. We got to get to the super chats real quick. Okay, y'all nasty. This is disrespectful. I don't even know. To the first super chat, I think that was Sunkiss. Sunkiss, I got something for you, baby. Here we go, Sunkiss.
Ain't had no bills. I swear to God, I wouldn't be fucking working here. Have this bitch ass job.
That's nasty.
I really can't take the bullshit no more. Oh, I hate my fucking job. I'm here every day, all the pain doesn't stop. I need a new way to get paid. And now I just pray that I get through the day. Oh, help me survive this meeting I got. This pointless ass meeting with my dumb ass boss. I try, I'm faking my smile, but it's all a lie, it's all a denial. Don't come to me asking no dumbass question. I ain't putting up with it today, no. Not today, Lord. Oh.
You said not today, Lord. Not today, Lord.
When I clock out, don't you fucking talk to me. Don't breathe my air or walk to me. Oh, can't you see that I ain't here? If I ain't getting paid, my dear, I'm walking out. I'm on
I'm gonna share something with you. That's a good song to play as you leave in the building. That's a good song to play as you leave in the building. Okay, Sun Kiss, thank you for the 199 super chat. Okay, so now the next one, I believe, was it promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises? I got two of them, right? Okay, promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. I think I got two. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Have any kids? Yes, I have one daughter. How about you? How many baby daddies do you have? If you don't mind me asking. Ellipses. I have one daughter. I understand that it's by the same father.
Say how many fathers? I have one daughter.
I understand that it's by the same father.
Oh, that's nasty.
I don't understand. You have.
That's nasty. That's nasty. She said, I got one daughter. He said, well, how many fathers how many fathers you got? How many baby fathers you got? The men gonna start asking this question. They gonna start asking. Because some of y'all had these babies knowing two men. Okay? Some of y'all had these babies knowing two men. Okay? It's nasty. It's nasty. Shout out to Mr. He Said and Mrs. She Said for the $2 super chat. Okay? Now, all right? Now we got to get righteous. We're going to have to get righteous. Hold on. We got to get righteous. Here we go. We got to get righteous.
Father God, I come before you today.
Got to get righteous.
Head bowed and body bent.
All right.
Lord, I want to thank you
I ain't
that
all
last
the way
night
a heathen.
my bed didn't become my cooling board. And oh God, I just want to take a minute to tell you thank you, Jesus.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Father,
Listen,
have any kids?
listen.
Yes, I
One more time,
have
one more
daughter.
time.
How about you? How many baby daddies do you have? If you don't mind me asking. Ellipses. I have one daughter. I understand that it's by the same father.
Go.
I have one daughter. I understand that it's by the same father.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Okay. Thank you to everybody who took time. Also, let's get in here. We gotta thank Corey Joe for, I think he did two as well. Corey Joe, thank you for the $2 super chat 2 times, baby. I greatly appreciate that. Now, I'm gonna get in here. We're gonna get this one in here, okay? We're gonna get this one in here. Here we go. Let me see what we got. Yeah, this one is funny. Here we go.
Huh? What are you talking about, bro? Bro, you're not from China, bro. You was there for 2 days. That's not you, bro. But if you're from China, you gotta prove it, bro. What? Sing it real quick.
Sing.
Yeah.
望门镜，在树里是上上，不知来，好手手不
What the fuck?
来有啊！不是谁在来手在手？
What the fuck? Leave, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
谁收尾是说呀？
Oh my God. So, thank you to everybody who took time to donate to the channel today. I greatly appreciate it. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Let me see. Okay, let me just check real quick, because sometimes I miss people and I want to say sorry. Please charge it to my head and not my heart. I greatly appreciate that, Ricky. I got Ricky. Ricky for the 7 months. Okay, I think it's Ricky last. Let me get Ricky in here. Okay. Now, Ricky, yours gonna go a little bit deep. Yours gonna go a little bit deep. Here we go.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I said, this is your big brother, King Kong Consciousness. I said, this is your big brother, Intercontinental Ifatunde. Welcome to Black August, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Black August, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Black August, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Leo season. I'm wearing my Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans at? I'm wearing my Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans at? I'm wearing my Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans at, brothers and sisters? Listen. Listen. All I want to say to you right now is thank you to those who have been riding with the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
Hey, Green Bean.
Thank you to those who have been standing strong with Ifatunde Oguntade. Thank you to my day one ride or dies. Thank you to the haters, the instigators, the defamers.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
He gave us all a middle
To
finger.
the haters, instigators,
All right now.
and defamers, that's all I'm going to
We all
say.
got a middle finger. All right now.
To the hated,
All right. Shout out to Ricky Williams for the 7-month membership. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you to everybody who took time to donate to the channel. Also, somebody gave me 5 rubies. Who was that? Who gave me 5 rubies? But I shouted you out when I first saw it, though, baby. Okay, who gave me the 5 rubies? Baby, this for you right here. This for you. Thank you for the 5 rubies, baby. Okay? Where is it? Here we go. Let me see what we got. For the 5 rubies. Here we go, baby.
Do you mind helping me, please?
Nah, I only be masculine for the right woman. Good luck getting up there.
Wow. Do you mind helping me, please?
Nah, I only be masculine for the right woman. Good luck getting up there.
Wow.
He said, I'm only masculine for the right woman. Good luck getting those bags up there. AI is something else. I'm sorry. AI is something else. Can y'all hear me well, or is it cutting up? Is it cutting up, or it sounds sizzly? Let me know. Is it cutting up? How's the audio? The audio is something else. Okay? The audio is something else, y'all. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what it is. It's great. Okay, sounds great. Okay, thank you. All right, so now let's get into the next foolery. Okay, Melissa, what's up, baby? There was a young man. Let me see. Let me see if I'm finished with the first thing that we talked about. Okay. Now, I want us to understand something. Take heed. Can't stand a sisterhood. I hate y'all bitches. Yeah, I can't stand none of y'all. I can't. Because y'all co-sign like stupid shit. And I can't rock with you. I can't rock with you. I cannot. I can't. And this is why the whole thing irks my nerve when you hear stories like this. The man crashed out because all 3 babies was not his. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to share something with you. If a woman, check this out. If you gave birth to 3 children and you found out that the hospital swapped, the nurse in there was on some devious shit and swapped the baby for another baby and gave you, and then you wind up raising 3 babies that was not yours, how would you feel? How would you feel, my sisters? It would hurt. that they swap your baby, don't know where your baby might be mistreated and abused and everything, swapped your baby with somebody else's baby, you raising 3 babies that's not yours. That's painful. That's painful. And for y'all to get in here and you condone it, because the thing is, you might have was messing with Pookie and Rere, and then you started messing with Daryl. You started messing with Daryl, and Daryl was the better fish. Okay, Daryl had his shit together. Matthew had his shit together. Okay, Daryl, Matthew, Steven had their shit together, and so you blame it on them. Okay, you blame it on them because you know one of them is gonna marry you. This is the nonsense. Instead of you clink clink close your legs and just be patient and wait. I know the pussy hot. I know it's hot. You can tell by the stuff that these women do out here on these streets. You can tell the pussy hot because y'all do the most. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. My dear, I don't know who the artist be. Because you want to know why, Harold? I don't know. Because some of y'all be stealing people content. Y'all don't put their names in the link at all. Y'all be dubbing people videos, and I don't be knowing who is the artist at all. So I don't shout out the one who dubbed the video. Because that's not fair. I always shout out the one who actually did the video, and I can't even find the video. That's messed up. A lot of y'all be in here stealing, and y'all don't even say who the person you using their content. That's messed up. I don't do that. I don't know Harold. I'm sorry, honey. But all the songs was beautiful, right, y'all? So now I want us to jump into something real quick. Okay, I found this yesterday on social media. Okay, this young brother is an entrepreneur. Okay, the young brother said, I own 3 schools and $2 million in real estate. Okay, now this brother is a melanated young man. Okay, this is a melanated brother. And I was so proud to come across his content. Mind you, he talks about real estate. So a lot of people, you know, a lot of us are not into real estate. Okay, we don't pay attention to content creators like that. This is why they always have like the lowest numbers. Okay, but this young man had broke something down, and he wanted to explain something about Dr. Umar, because you know everybody is jumping on the Umar bandwagon. I have already done it. Okay, I have already done it. So we not going to get off the Umar bandwagon until we actually find out that everything has been cleared. Okay, because I'm going to share something with y'all that hurts so bad. And a lot of us can't see it. This man brought this building. He brought it. Okay? He brought this building. The building was not worth about $1 million and all this other stuff. The building was not worth that much money. It could have been maybe 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? The building could have been worth, especially in Maryland, because the property over there in Maryland, Delaware, is it Delaware, right? That is not that expensive. The property is not that expensive down here. You could probably buy a mansion and for like, you know, a couple of, you know, maybe 3, 4. Okay, over there. So now the man, this is what it looks like to me. Dr. Umar just brought this building, and he just brought it so he could show y'all he brought this building, but he never had any intentions into turning it to a school. He might show y'all certain things, but he never had any intentions, because you want to know why? He never got any paperwork from Delaware saying he was going to turn it into a school. He never got anything approval from the board that he can turn that, open it into a school. He never got anything. You understand? Okay? Charlie said no tax state. Thank you, Charlie. So he brought this place, but he never had the intentions of the money that y'all sent him help him buy that place, but he never had the intentions of making it into a school. Because you want to know why? He would have had to go to he would have had to ask for permission from the city. He would have had to show his documents, his credentials, to be able to run this school. He would have had to get approval from the Board of Education. All these steps he would have had to go through. You understand? So he just got the building. He doesn't even have the occupancy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even have the right to have the building occupied. It's crazy. All these years. But this young man gonna tell y'all how easy it is to break down a school and renovate it too. I want y'all to hear what he said.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got to talk. This time we're going to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson. Probably the most polarizing person that I can think of in the media or in the world right now. Some folks love him. Some people hate him. Some folks have donated to him. Some people think he's a scam artist. Mm-hmm. So what I want to do today is I want to play a video because, as you know, he's been saying he's building this school for like 10 years or something crazy like that. But recently he put a video out last week, I believe it was, saying that his accounts are frozen and he was asking people to send money directly to his PayPal and all kind of other things like that because he said his accounts are frozen. So what I want...
Coco, I see you. Coco, if you are on IG or Facebook, you can send it to me through there. You hear me? If you want to send me videos, you can go to my IG page or my Facebook. And the link is in my bio on YouTube. And you can send me some videos there if you like, okay? Let's get back to the video. Here we go.
I want to play these videos because he gave an update today on what the situation looks like now. So I want to play those videos. I want to talk about some concerns that I have just watching some of these videos and stuff. Okay. Since I do have some experience with, you know, investing in buildings and renovating and stuff like that, you'll see some people who are worth multiple millions of dollars and $100 million and they renovate these huge buildings all day, every day. That's not who I am. I own about $2 million worth of real estate. $1.5 million of that real estate is commercial real estate. About $500,000, well, about actually $550,000 of it is residential real estate. But the majority of what I have is exactly what he's working on, which is commercial real estate. One of those buildings was a full renovation, which is what he's doing now. The other one that I have, which is about, about $600,000 worth. That one wasn't a full renovation. It was a purchase and we had to fix some minor things. But one of those was a full renovation. I want to talk about that and compare what I did and how long it took me. I want to compare that to what he's doing in this video and how long it's taken him. All right, so first let's play this video and then we'll get into my concerns.
That's all we go. We ain't got no more words. We ain't got no more words, brothers and sisters. I'm at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. The accounts are still frozen. We're looking into it. The accounts are still frozen, brothers and sisters. We're supposed to hear back Friday. We're supposed to hear back Friday. That sounds like Monday to me. The bank is giving us the runaround. We ain't got our check back. So we're about to operate attorneys. Attorneys is about to get involved because we were told that when your account gets canceled, you're supposed to get your refund check for the amount that was in the account. We have not.
Now, he first said his account was frozen. Now he's saying the account is canceled. And now he's waiting for them to send him a check for the account being canceled. Okay? This is what he's saying now. So the story is switching. Let's continue. Here we go.
Yeah. So there's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters. There's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters. But we're going to take care of all that. Stay patient. Stay positive. Stay patient. Stay positive. They're messing with our bills. They're messing with our automatic payments. They're messing up a lot of stuff with this frozen account. They froze me and they froze the school. They froze me and they froze the school. But that's all right. That's all right. We're going to stay patient. We're going to stay positive. And we're going to see what they say on Friday, no later than Monday. But we need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. We need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things.
True.
I'm only going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things, but I'm going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. Don't get put in the book of Negroes.
Okay.
So he said that he don't want them to get booked. He don't want anybody on his side to get put in the book of Negroes, because there's a lot of people that's coming against him and asking him what the hell is going on. And this is the thing. I had a brother in my chat yesterday on I think it was Threads. I had a brother in my chat yesterday that was on Threads, and he was like, sis, you barking up the wrong tree. Just wait and be patient. This brother is trying to do something for his people. How dare you judge him, this and that. The man was upset with me, and I told him, listen, if you don't see it, I can't tell you that it's there if you don't see it. Something is wrong somewhere, and y'all not paying attention to it. And this is why it's easy for us as melanated people to get finessed. Anyway, let's continue. Here we go.
All right.
You right, Melissa.
All right,
You should
so
be.
that's the first video of him outside of the building. I will say it makes him look more credible standing outside of the building, and it's right there. So there's some folks who are saying he's just making up this school and asking for donations and stuff. It makes his request more.
And this is the thing. I want y'all to understand this. Dr. Umar brought the building. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, no, he didn't buy, the building is fake. No, he brought the building. It's just he didn't get the right authorization to use the building as he wants. Do you understand? He didn't never talk to the city. He never talked to the Board of Education. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't shown his credentials on being able to operate this building. And this is the thing, that's the uncomfortable truth. Most times when you buy property, they give you a limit they give you like a time frame of when to get this building up to code. Do you understand? They give you a time frame of when to get this building under code, or what you gonna do with this building after you purchase it. Even where I live at, the houses that when you redo the house, the inspectors come out. They want to make sure everything is up to date. And if it's not, then you can't sell the house. You have to fix it until, you know what I'm saying? Once you fix it, they come out and inspect it, then they'll let you sell the house. This building, he got all these problems with the building, right? But I don't hear anybody asking questions to this man from the town, like, what are you doing with this building? But the town will tell you that he never asked to open up this building as a school. The town will tell you that they didn't receive anything he didn't get any permission from the Board of Education. So how is it that you want to do a school, but you didn't go through the proper steps? The building is real, y'all. The building is real. What this man should have done is, somebody had said this last night in Lenny's chat, Lenny Honors chat. He should have just opened up the building as an after-school program. He should have opened up the building as an after-school program, give kids a place to be safe, do their homework, maybe play basketball, maybe play, do exercise, have activities for the children. Have a lunch program for the kids. Have a clothing drive for the kids, a shoe drive for the kids, stuff like that. That's what a brother was in the chat was saying. He could have said he's opening up this building for extra activities. Yeah, a community center. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what he should have done. Thank you. Thank you, Harris's. I appreciate y'all. That's what he should have done. Instead of you saying a school, because you did not go through the right channels to label this place that you're going to open it as a school. Because I'm quite sure the town would have started asking you questions. Where are you going to get the money from? The town would have said to you, where are you going to get this money from to be able to maintain the school? I also was asking a question. Google is your friend. I was asking Google a question. How much is it to run a school on a monthly basis? And Google said it's from thousands to millions. Thousands to 100,000s to millions a month to run a fully functioned school. Now, when I said this yesterday, y'all was like, nah, somebody got in the chat was like, nah, take heed. That's not true. That's not true. I know it's true. See, when you don't go to the school board meetings and stuff like that, you don't know how much be the budget every year. The budget is nasty to take care of children. And you believe that his donations will be able to take care of the children every month without the family not putting no money in towards the boys, because since it's going to be a melanated school for boys, to the boys' education, y'all got to be more careful. I'm just letting you know. This man, he brought this building to continue to finesse y'all. That's what he did. He brought the building. The building is his. But he's doing little small things for y'all to think that the school is going to open. But he has never even went down to the city and say he's turning this into a school. He has never asked for the occupancy to turn this place into a school. You understand? When he got in here and told y'all about the blueprint to the school, right? Do you know the school already have a blueprint? He didn't have to pay to get the blueprint to the school. The school already have the blueprint. They already have it. You can't just, after you sell a building, you can't just go take the blueprint from the building and then tell the person who bought the building, oh no, you're going to have to pay for the blueprint. That's dumb. The blueprint is already in the building. Whoever sold it to him gave him the blueprint when he bought the building. So he know everything about the building, where everything is. Do you know how thick the blueprint is? It looks like a big Bible of a buildings being at mass. It's not just one building Dr. Umar got there. The buildings there, they're all linked and they're big in size. They got one across the street, this and that. The place is monstrous. Okay? It's not, they didn't, and he lied to y'all, and y'all believed it. Oh, we got to get the blueprint from the building. The building already had it, unless the building was just built fresh. Then that's another story we talking about, that he would have had to pay the engineers for the blueprint, of course. But the building is already there. The blueprint is in the building. And he lied to y'all, telling y'all it's a couple of 20, what he say, 20,000 or something like that for the blueprint. And y'all, and all y'all supporters believed him. The building is already built. You don't need the blueprint. It already's there. The blueprint is already in the building. Most of the time, the blueprint is hidden in the engineer's room. In the engineer's room of the building. They have it stored away in there. That is so if anything go wrong, maintenance can know where certain parts of the building and where everything will be at if they needed to get somewhere. That's the uncomfortable truth. Anyway, let's get back to the young man. Here we go.
Reasonable. It just makes it more credible with the building being right there in the background. You can see the logo, you can see all that stuff. So that makes it more credible. That's that. So now he also did a video of him inside of the facility. And after this, I'm going to just tell you what I noticed in this video, and then I'll talk about my experience just renovating buildings and stuff.
Get it done. Let's get it done. It's time to stop playing games. Let's finish what we started. Let's finish what we started, the Frederick Academy for Pan-African Excellence. brothers and sisters? Which one of those blues match the wall, brothers and sisters? We got to choose some tile. We got to choose which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? I need y'all to help me out. Which blue is matching the wall? Help me out, brothers and sisters. Which blue is matching the wall? Which tile? This is for the floor tile. Which blue? You want the dark blue, the baby blue, the medium blue, the coon blue, the Negropean blue, the African blue, the Neanderthal blue? Which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? We must finish and stay focused. We must stay focused. Okay?
Hey Malik, how are
Which
you?
yellow matches the wall? Which yellow matches the wall, brothers and sisters? Y'all want that lemon lip or that lemon yellow?
Oh my God.
All right, so that's enough. We're gonna stop it right there. All right, so
Okay.
if you're wondering, like I know a lot of people often doubt, it's natural to doubt people when they say they're doing this or doing that. My name is Jordan Harris. I was a small business person of the year for the state of Kansas in 2023. If you Google that, you'll see all kind of information about me. You'll see I'm not just making this stuff up. I really do this, all right? So
the young man that is talking, okay, he buys buildings and renovates them, okay? So I want y'all to hear the breakdown because he bought 3 schools, okay, worth 20 million, okay? And he turned these schools into something else. Some of them he turned into apartment buildings and stuff like that. But he's going to explain. Here we go.
say this, okay? I think that we do got to calm down with the piranha mentality, which is like anytime we see a little snag in somebody's coat, we just all just like jump all over this guy. And it feels kind of like that's what's going on with him. Anytime there's a little snag in this story, everybody just jumps on it. When he might tell you.
He right about the snag in the story because once he came to social media and told everybody he was broke, everybody started flipping out. So he right about the piranha mentality. Okay, he right about that part. Let's continue.
Different things. 9 of those things are just completely accurate. You can't poke a hole in those, and people ignore that. But then the one time that he said something that might be a little questionable, everybody just dives over and says, see, I told you lying, see, I told you lying. I think we got to relax on that a little bit. So I'll just start with that. Okay. All right, so the first thing that I noticed when I watched this video is, and I'm just comparing it to the full renovation that I did. It was we spent $250. First, we bought the property. It's 4 buildings on a campus. So it was a big purchase. It's 4 buildings on this big campus. And we spent about $250,000 renovating the facility, just renovating all those buildings. We spent $250,000 on it. And I'm going to tell you all the things we did, and then I'll tell you how long it took. Because apparently, this has taken him like 10 years to build. All right. So the first thing I noticed was, where are the workers? When I was doing my renovations for any of the buildings that I purchased, it didn't matter what time I went there. It was almost always somebody there working. Almost always. Whether it was painting walls, putting windows in, putting new flooring in.
Right.
It's almost always people working. And when I watch this video.
Now he talking about the 4 buildings he said the building, the contract he talking about is his own personal contract. But he's saying Dr. Umar has 4 buildings. But he's saying for his own personal contract, when he did the 3 schools, right? He said constantly people were working. Every time he went there to visit, people were working. And guess what? He got these buildings done. He got these schools finished. And I'll let him tell you when he got the school finished. Check it out. Here we go.
Again, they're off. I don't know. I just think that's kind of weird that there was nobody working. It's kind of weird to me. But anyway. So the things that we did in my investment is we put new locks on every door. We turned one room that was like this big carpeted space with an organ in it. Mm-hmm. Weird, I know. Nothing but an organ sitting there. We turned that room into a tiled kitchen. Mm-hmm. So we renovated the whole thing, gutted everything, put sinks in, counters, stove, microwave, everything, all brand new stuff. We put it into this space that used to be a carpeted space with an organ sitting in it. So that was a big renovation. We painted every wall in 3 of the buildings. We built a huge fence because it's a preschool, it's a childcare facility, so we had to have a fenced-in play space. Right. So we did that, and this is during 2020 when COVID was killing, and the price of wood was crazy high. So just keep that in mind. And there's a wood fence, obviously. We put new flooring in the entryway, and we put new flooring in all 8 classrooms. All 8. We painted the exterior of 2 of the buildings. Mm-hmm. We put a new roof on 1 of the buildings. We put in a new electrical unit in the entire building because it apparently was out of code. That cost $10,000.
Of course. We
put new sinks in every single classroom as well. So that was 8 classrooms. We put new sinks in. Okay, so again, that came to $250,000. It's 4 buildings on this big lot. We put new fencing and all this stuff in. It took us about 11 months to do that. Not 11 years. Like my man Umar said, it's taken him about 10 years.
Did you hear that? This man This melanated brother who he is into real estate, he said it took them 11 months to revenerate the, I know I'm saying it wrong, to revenerate, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know I always get that word messed up. To redo this school. It only took 11 months. When Dr. Umar could have had these people, even if it didn't take 11 months, if it took a year and a half, if he would have had these people working in these 4 buildings, okay, that make up this big giant school, stuff would have got done. If he had a consistent, you know what I'm saying, a consistent work ethic, shit would have got done. Okay? But he did not. Now, he bought the building. The building belongs to him. But he never took the time to get the correct credentials to run this building. He never took the time to go to the Board of Education and tell them what he wanted to do. Because let me share something with you. Anything when you want to educate children, even when you want to educate them at home, the Board of Education has to give you the curriculum for you to teach the child. They have to give you certain things on what the child needs to learn. There's the rules to the game. Do you hear me? You can't just make up rules on your own because you're a private school or whatever. There's rules to the game. Even when it comes to testing these children, there are rules to the game. Just because it's a private school doesn't mean that the Board of Education doesn't have a hand in it. They tell you what the curriculum is supposed to be. You have to get the clearance from them. That's why the Board of Education is a big cash cow in DC. They get the most money when it comes to the school. When it comes to the school system, they rake in the most in DC. And yet the school scores be the worst. The whole United States, the school scoring is the worst. But they're the biggest cash cow. That's where our money go. Education into defense. Anyway, let's continue. Here we go.
I don't know. It's hard for me to say that he's crazy for that because I don't know the square footage and I can't compare it to what I was doing. But like I said earlier, man, we had 4 buildings to renovate, and we fully renovated 2 of them, like completely renovated them. So I'm just saying.
So check this out. I see Green Bean said he originally wanted it away from the system of the Board of Ed, and that's the thing. You can't do that. If it's a school, and none of us even put 2 and 2 together. If it's a school, the Board of Education has to be involved in it. If it's a school, and the Board of Education have to be involved in it. Even private school, this private school that they got over here, this charter school, the Board of Education is involved in this. Even though they have a board of trustees and all that other stuff, they're still involved in it because they still have to have a testing system for the children. They still have to have a curriculum from the board. Even when you have the Catholic school still have to answer to the state. You can't just teach the children. Now, Catholic school, they teach them about religion too, because they're private school, right? But you also have to teach them the curriculum as well. So even if he tried, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Even if he wanted to, he couldn't because the board would have to be involved. The board is a titan. They would still have to be involved. Anyway, let's get back to it. Here we go.
$50,000 and it took about 11 months. So for him to say that it's taken him 10 years and I don't know how much money they've raised, millions of dollars, it's not quite adding up for me. I'm not going to say he's lying. I'm not going to say he's scamming because I don't have the facts. I'm not going to put that out there like that. But would I give a donation to him? No, I wouldn't. And I'm not saying I wouldn't give him a donation because I think he's lying or I think he's doing some nefarious stuff. I would say I'm not giving him a donation because something's being done wrong, if you ask me. I don't know what it is. I can't point my finger to what's going wrong. But for a building to take that many years, something is going wrong. Yeah. Somebody's mismanaging something, if you ask me. Okay. The other part that I think is a little weird, the accounts frozen part, kind of strange.
Okay.
So I don't know how many accounts I have, but I do have 7 businesses that I own and operate.
Got 7 businesses.
Most of those buildings have between 2 or 5 accounts. Some of those businesses have 5 accounts, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them have just 2 accounts. So we're looking at 15 to probably 20 accounts that I have, and I've been doing business for 10 years. Yeah, this past February is my 10-year anniversary owning businesses.
And I'm going to share something with you. Why this brother right here said he has more than 10 accounts. And he said, none of my accounts ever been frozen. Why have they not been frozen? He has a business. He has 10 accounts, he said, for his businesses. Each project has a certain amount of accounts. Each project. And he said they have never been frozen. Why is that? Because he has the credentials to run a business account. He has the credentials. See, Dr. Umar cannot have the credentials to run a business account. Because if he did, they would not keep freezing him. Apple Pay wouldn't stop him. Cash App wouldn't stop him. You understand? PayPal wouldn't stop him. Even PayPal asks for credentials. Why is Takey telling y'all that? Because I know from the business we have, PayPal asks you for the credentials. Are you running? Can we get your EIN number? Are you running a business here? They ask you. The bank, for you to even get a business account, you have to the bank is even crazy. Check this out. The EIN number just don't get you a business account. You got to go to the county that the business is in. They want you to get the paperwork filled out, and they want you to put a seal on that bad boy so they know you actually got the proof that you can operate that business in that county. Got to take that with you. Not just the EIN number. Also got to take that with you. Got to get also the state that Jersey is approving that this is a real business, that they collecting taxes from this business. You got to take that too. Why is Takey telling y'all that? Because I know I had to do the legwork for my husband. So I know, I'm telling you what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I ain't sitting up here lying. And not one time was that account ever frozen. Not one time. Not one time. And my king been doing this for a minute. Not one time has any of that account has been frozen. Not one time. So if your shit is legit, you don't have no problem with it. If your shit is legit, you won't get all this frozen nonsense story. Let's continue with what this brother is saying.
One time had my accounts frozen. Ever. Like, and I'm a typical small business owner. I've been through everything where I was behind on payments for something. I was ahead on payments for this. I was behind in my taxes with this. I've done it all just about when it comes to small businesses. I've been in situations where I was able to give myself thousands of dollars in a bonus. I've been in situations where I couldn't hardly meet payroll for a week. Like, I'm telling you, I've been through almost all of it. I started with just me and a vacuum cleaner 10 years ago. Now we've grown to 120 employees. So you can imagine, I've been all through this game, right? But that being said, I have never, ever had my accounts frozen. I've never even had the threat of someone saying, if you don't do X, we're going to cancel, we're going to freeze your accounts.
They don't.
I've never had that problem before.
They don't do it.
So that makes me wonder, what is it that's happening for them to freeze his personal accounts, as he says, and his business accounts? I don't know, man. It sounds weird to me. And I know it sounds like I'm accusing dude. I'm making a strong effort not to accuse him because, again, I don't have the facts and I operate on facts. But what I can say is, without a doubt, it sounds weird.
It does.
I can't imagine why you would have your funds frozen unless you were being investigated for some type of fraud, or if you were behind in like some child support or something like that. But I don't see them freezing your accounts because someone tried to tap into your account or someone tried to log into your account. I didn't have people steal checks from me before and write checks in my name and cash them. I didn't had my account, or I had I probably shouldn't say that. Let's just say because I don't want to accuse her. But I had a credit card that I gave to an employee, and then that credit card started having some crazy charges on it. Like somebody tried to buy a $10,000 watch on my credit card that I gave to an employee. I had that happen, and my account didn't get frozen. They just called me and said, "Hey, Jordan, did you try to buy a watch for $10,000 from so-and-so website?" And I was like, "No." And they said,
just like I said to y'all, that's what they do. The bank will call you. If you're a business, they'll call you, they'll text you. They'll even put it inside your mobile app. When you first log in, boom, the big sign will come up. Did you make this purchase? Was this you? Okay? And then if you say no, they immediately reject the request. They immediately reject it and tell them, nope, that's not him. You know what I'm saying? Or no, that's not her. So this young man, shout out to this young man, and I got to get his name, okay? The Truth of the Matter. That's his channel. The Truth of the Matter. It was amazing, honey, and I got to make sure, let me subscribe to that brother channel right there. The Truth of the Matter, honey. Okay? He telling the truth. He is telling the truth. Something is wrong somewhere. Don't get me wrong. Dr. Umar bought that building. That's his building. If you go check the records, he brought that building. He brought it. It's real. Okay? But the thing is, he didn't ask to turn it into a school. He doesn't have the right paperwork for occupancy. He didn't talk to Delaware about anything what he was going to do with that building. Okay? He didn't say anything. You can't just go and turn something into and say if it wasn't a school. Cause I keep seeing Green Bean saying it was military. Okay? Say if it wasn't a school, just like Green Beans is saying that it might have been a military. Am I right, Green Beans? If it was a military base or something like that, and now he wants to turn it into a school, you have to get the approval, okay? You got to get the approval from the state that this is what you want to do, from the town. There has to be a town meeting of how the citizens may feel about turning this place into a school. It has to go in front of the board. It can't just be done like that. And most of us who've been living in the suburbs, you understand. There's an olden part of our town over here, right? Like you see like all the old houses and everything like that. It's so beautiful. It looks like when you drive through, it look like you're driving into like the Wild Wild West. The houses look so nice. You know what I'm saying? Like old wood frame, everything. It's beautiful, like log frame. Everything is nice over there, right? But it's like a small, quiet town. So they wanted to put a factory over there in that area. They wanted to knock some of those houses down and put a factory over there, right? All the people in that area of the section of our town fought the city and was like, you're not gonna change this area and put a factory over here. We not gonna let you. And they all gathered together and they fought against it. They all gathered together. And so they didn't even give the town where this place is built, the area where this place is built, any town meeting or whatever, or what they were going to do with this building. He never let them know what he was going to do with this building. If you want to be, if I want to be frank about what's really going on with Dr. Umar, okay, let's give some truth to power. It looked like he's just using the building to continue to finesse y'all. That's it. You understand? It looked like he just using the building to continue to finesse y'all, because he has to show you have a building. He got a lot of money from y'all in the beginning. He has to show that this is a building. If he was legit about what he was going to do, why not go get the right EIN number to run this place, the right credentials to, if it's an EIN number, I don't know. 18 was saying something about some paperwork he needed, okay? And 18 know better than me. Shout out to 18. But he needs the right credentials to run this building. He also needs the right credentials to have these bank accounts open and people are sending donation after donation. Because one thing about the bank is that they don't want to be in no foolery about money laundering. You know what I'm saying? Bank will tell you quick, no, we didn't sign up for that. And we don't know actually where this money is coming from. You're not going to receive it. You're not going to get it. You understand? Because they're trying to keep their business name clean. You understand? Now, you got this man saying that shoulda, woulda, coulda, all these bad things are happening because my enemies are at work. Is it your enemies are at work, or that you didn't do the legwork to open up this so-called school? Is it your enemies at work, or you did not do the legwork to open up this school? So that's why you do a little painting and stuff and the doors and stuff like that, to try to have people to believe that this will turn into a school. But you've been doing it for 10 years. When this young man said it only take 18 months, not 18 months, 11 months to do a renovation. Oh, I got the word right. To do this, to remodel the whole building, it only took 11 months. And it got you 10 years. When you were getting all this money. Say like Lenny Honor said he got about maybe $2 or $3 million, right? Okay. So if the school was about 4 something or 5 something, right? He still got a whole bunch of money left to fix the school, get a construction company to come in, fix the school up, do however he needed to do. Ain't much he had to do. If it was military, like Green Beans is saying, ain't much he had to do. The place is empty. You understand? The place is empty. Ain't much he would have had to do. Fix the leaks in the roof and stuff like that, and put some chairs and tables and stuff in here. But if it's a military base, I'm quite sure, and somebody said this in the chat, I'm quite sure the ground could be toxic too, because what were they putting in the ground? What were they doing for training? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So then you got to think about that. You might need somebody to come out there to check the ground and see what's going on inside the ground, so the kids don't, you know what I'm saying? Any kids will get in there and get sick or something happen. Years later, they find out. There's a lot of things he didn't do. And because he didn't let the city know, he didn't let the state know he wanted to do this. So that's why you don't see a whole bunch of inspectors out there running at him. Because if he told them what he really wanted to do, they probably would have said hell to the no, no, no. They probably would have said hell to the no, no, no. So from what it sounds like to me and the information that we hear all over social media, he just moved in his personal items into this place. And that's where all that damage come from with the water. When y'all saw him have a flood in here from the roof, that it tore up all his personal items, his books and all the other stuff. And I don't know if y'all remember, but a long time ago he had did a live. It was like maybe his maybe a live, like I don't even remember, but Lenny Honors had it. It was a couple years ago. And he was showing his apartment. Okay. He didn't know how to turn on that camera and have the camera face him first. So the camera turned on and it faced the apartment. You seen all this shit in his apartment. The man is not well organized. You seen all this shit on each wall, paper, everything. The rug was dirty. He's a hoarder. That's what it looked like. Like you can't even walk around because he keeps everything. This man is a problem. And all y'all did was continue to feed this beast. That's all y'all did. And he found a way to continue to get those donations because he bought the building. And he telling y'all, oh, We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to do this. And then after y'all give him all this money, it's still not done. It's still not done. And he still didn't go get the right paperwork to operate this building to be a school. That's the uncomfortable truth. It's nasty. And I know we in here, we kicking Siobhan Stone back in because all the stuff that she has told about Dr. Umar. But let me share something with you. I'm not mad that Siobhan told anything about Dr. Umar. I think she misunderstood my video when she clipped it to her page. I'm mad at the fact that she let this man fool her. Like you couldn't tell something was wrong with him. I ain't mad that she coming and telling on him. I'm not mad about that. I'm mad that she just came and made herself look like a fool. That's what I'm mad at. Like after you done did the horizontal boogie with this man, now you want to tell he this and he that. You know what? You could have. You ain't had to sleep with him to come tell the truth that was going on with this man. You ain't had to sleep with him. And you grown, it ain't my business. But when you bring it to social media, now you done made it everybody business. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want something told about yourself, don't bring it to social media so people can critique you. You understand? That's just like take heed. If I go and do some nonsense on my husband and then I come to social media and tell everybody, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. But if I come and do some nonsense and come tell social media and then everybody be like, oh, take heed, you's a nasty hoe. You know what I'm saying? Use of this and use of that. And listen, they got the right to, because why? My behind done brought the shit to social media. If you don't bring it to social media, nobody knows. You could have just said that you found out he was a scammer. He was doing this and he was doing that or whatever. You had enough evidence. You ain't had to tell apart that you slept with him. You understand? I'm just saying that part. You said the quiet part out loud. Even though he would have came out and told everybody, because he get excited when he get a piece of pussy. You see how he talk about it. His last video that he did, he was with the content creator. I don't know her name, but she's very high yellow. And a lot of people mistake her for being Caucasian. But she's very high yellow, okay? And you should have heard the shit he was talking to this sister. Everything he was talking about, he was talking like he wanted some good. This brother was talking about all type of sexual things. He wanted this woman who was the host, and she was just he laughing and this and that or whatever. And I guess she was turned on by Dr. Umar talking to her like he was crazy. I don't know what y'all see in this man. But I'm going to share something with you. What I see is a scammer. It could be because I'm married. It could be because I'm married that I can see through him. That's only, that could be the only reason. Because a lot of y'all single mothers that support this man. That could be the only reason. And a lot of y'all men who support him, y'all haven't been raised properly with a man of substance. And so y'all believe that this man is a man of substance, and he's not. He's finessing the melanated community. Anyway, listen. Whew, oh my goodness. I don't know what else to say. Y'all gonna do what it do anyway. I just feel bad for when the hammer drop. A lot of y'all gonna see the foolery. That's what I see. A lot of y'all gonna see the foolery, and I don't think a lot of y'all gonna be able to take it when you find out the truth. Now, I gotta go. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day, okay? Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all be safe. I know we had a long one today. I just wanted to do like an hour and a half, but I just run my mouth and start talking. Everybody, thank you so much for coming and rock with me. I greatly appreciate that. God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App, through Venmo, also through Super Chat as well right now while we still live. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmracksfashion.com. Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay is in the links in our bio, okay? In the bio on YouTube. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see Shop or Store. And they have hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, all that good stuff. Y'all go check it out if you're interested, okay? Now, listen, we're going to continue to talk about Dr. Umar, okay? We're going to continue. We're going to see where all this go. We're going to see. We're going to go down a rabbit hole and see how all this work out. Shout out to Kosha, because I'm using his word. I listen, y'all. I know a lot of y'all want to see good in our community. I do too. I do too. I want to see us succeed. But it's a lot of us who bring damage to our community. And so our community will continue to fail if we don't get the ones who are doing evil out of it. You understand? I don't care how many times somebody come up to you, Pan-Africanism. I don't give a damn how many times they do. It's their heart that you need to be looking to see what's going on. The mindset, you need to see what's going on. How does brother talk when the cameras are off? That's what you need to be trying to find out. Or the sister. You understand? And I'm going to share something with you. I don't care what nobody say. What really will save the black community is our men. The fathers being in the home. That's the only logical idea that can save the melanated community, is that these fathers need to be in the home. They need to be governing the home, governing over the children and the wife. This is only how the melanated community can change. It's not going to change by a community center. It's not going to change by a special school for melanated children. It's not going to change by a special event y'all do every year. You need consistency. The father needs to be in the home. My sisters, you have to learn, and it starts with you, my sisters. You have to learn how to open your legs to the right man. Accept the ring before you open up the legs. Do you understand? Get on the good foot. These children need to be raised with their fathers. Why is Takei saying this? I was on both sides of the aisle. I was on the baby mama side, and I currently on the wife side. And there's a difference in when you raising children alone and when you're raising children with their father. There's a difference. I just want y'all to take heed to that. Now I gotta go. I've been running my mouth. I got to go. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day.